Hello? Miss Red? No way it's Dane? No way it's Dane. Yes way it's Dane. I'm here. If you can see in the bottom left-hand side of the screen, and if you've seen any of my recent tweets, it's a little chilly here. It is a little chilly here, to say the least. I don't know if I posted on Blue Sky. Let me see if I posted it on Blue Sky. I'm pretty sure I didn't, but it's a little chilly here, dude. And by a little chilly, I mean a lot of chilly. Neglecting the fans. I know. I'm really bad at posting on social media in general, and then doubled down on the fact that it's been like an incredibly busy time for me. And yeah, it's just been overall kind of crazy. Hope I'm keeping warm. I have been keeping warm. I bought a prime, or not a primer, but a tenderloin. I bought a tenderloin from Costco. Cut that into like 15 filet mignons and stuck them in the freezer. Had one of those and some Brussels sprouts for dinner. So that was very, very nice. First time I've actually like cooked a real meal for myself in a while. And yeah, I mean, otherwise I've just been kind of doing my thing. Just started a new role and did my big presentation last Tuesday. Last week was really rough. Sorry if you guys can hear A, my air purifier in the background, or B, my washing machine in the background, dishwasher in the background. I know that is always obnoxious to hear in general. Is music okay? Should I turn the music up a little bit? How's that? Maybe that's a better audio. Regardless though, music feels good to me. Should I turn it back down then? Maybe something like that. Well, regardless, I was in a very weird spot last week where like, I was just coming off of, 2 straight weeks of like bringing my work home and then working. Like I would wake up at 5:36 and then work until midnight and then go to sleep and do it all over again, for a pretty large chunk of time. So I was pretty cooked on that front, but also B, it was getting into this like weird rhythm where like I would wake up, go to work, come home, and then play 14. And like, I like 14 a lot, but I'm getting into like personal time debt where my responsibilities are taking up way more time than the time that I would like to spend streaming. Like all of my free time is going towards playing 14 right now rather than doing the thing that makes me happy. Cause streaming 14 is not streaming the way that I enjoy streaming. This is the way that I enjoy streaming. Streaming has always been very, very high on my priority list because of how important it is for my mental health. And 14 has been taking away the time that I normally spend taking care of my mental health. And so I don't mind the rate of prog at all. I kind of get what I signed up for with regards to 14. Like I understood going into it that it was going to take a bit longer than I was expecting. Same thing with Charity Group as well. But last week, like in conjunction with work being so overwhelming, it was just like too many things at once. It was just like, I don't know. It hit me. It hit me. It hit me very, very hard, where I just felt like my entire life was being taken away from me. But now that things are kind of settled with work, I feel like I can kind of move back into a regular thing. But I can say for certain, for sure, that once my 14 endeavors are over, it'll be back to regularly scheduled 5 days a week of actual streams, and that'll be taken care of. And possibly over the weekends. I'm gonna grab a drink really quickly and I can get yapping. It's kind of hard to yap when you don't have a drink. You get dehydrated. lips get parched. Anyway, I returned with some drink. Got some bubble water. Bubble water. Water. He's going to jail for 20 years. What's up, Mr. Drake? So yeah, that's where my mood has been for the past while. Just kind of feeling like I'm missing out on doing the thing that makes me happy, which is this. And as a result, I haven't been able to invest the time or resources into this that I've been wanting to for a really long time. I miss the mood talk. I'm still talking about it for what it's worth. It's just been the gist of it is I'm killing Groose. The gist of it is that I'm kind of just I'm in a weird spot where a lot of my everything is taking up a lot of my time, and I wish that I could invest that time back into streaming, but in reality, it's just everything was so overwhelming for such a short period of time that I really couldn't stream the way that I wanted to. And honestly, genuinely, I might not stream the way that I want to until all of my 14 responsibilities are taken care of, because I'm not going to just dip on everyone that I made a commitment to. I'm gonna see it out. So if that means that I have to do 14 streams for a while, then so be it. I'll do 14 streams for a while, and then we'll go back to regularly scheduled programming. And I still have Mondays as well. So that'll be nice, but I do think that if I'm not like feeling the vibes for a 14 stream, then I'm just not going to turn on the stream. I think that so many times I turn on 14 stream and it's like I'm just like streaming to like nothing. Like people will be in chat, but I don't even know how to interact with them because I'm playing 14. Same thing with what I said back in April of last year. Was that when I played Drakengard 3? Really? That was when I made my comeback to streaming. I said, I'm just going to stream the way that I want to. I'm not going to hold myself to any schedule. If I feel like I'm just filling dead air and I'm not having fun streaming, then I'm going to turn off the stream and I'm not going to adhere to a schedule. The same way that I don't feel like I adhere to a schedule normally. Like, yeah, sure, I stream Monday through Friday, but like, if I don't want to stream, then I don't turn on the stream. And if I don't want to stream at a certain time, then I'll wait. Drakengard as a comeback is crazy. Yeah. You guys missed my Drakengard. Only a couple of people saw my Drakengard 3. The real start of me streaming was actually Nier Automata. And then after that was when I got my little bit of Project Moon boost by playing a very niche game. And then after that was my stint with everything. Kind of stopped growing after my Project Moon series of streams. But I mean, it's fine. I think that I kind of came into my own as a streamer. I think that growing, hello, Miss Azalea. I think that growing as a streamer is not my top, at least growing like my audience is like not my top priority. I think that my top priority with streaming is almost always going to be just being the best streamer I can be. And then so be it. Like, you know, if viewers come, if they don't come, it is what it is. I stream for myself. I don't really stream to like make a living or anything. I stream because I really enjoy doing this. So I'm not super hung up on like growing my audience or like posting on social media or making clip channels or making videos or blah, 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 blah. Playing the most relevant trends. I'm just going to play what I want to play, do what I want to do. Hopefully I can entertain to the point that it's enjoyable to watch me, but I'm just going to do what I want to do. What else? What else do I need to talk about? So there has been a recent request for Donera bread. And I do think that the window is closing. I'd say I have about 2.5 months left to do Donera bread streams before the bugs start coming. Maybe I have longer. Maybe I have more like 3.5, 4 months. So I've got a good chunk of time before the bugs start coming, and it becomes a little bit harder for me to cook on stream because it gets kind of rough. Too bad. Recent days have been horrible. Electricity keeps dying. This afternoon, the internet on the whole city died for 2 hours. Electricity has been on a streak of dying on the past 3 days, generally around 8ish p.m. to around a bit later. Watch Akiba Maid Wars. Akiba Maid Wars a little odd for me, even for me. There's a couple of things that I think are even a little bit too odd for me, and that one just felt like it was just a little weird. So I put on Pokemon as my stream title, but I'll be honest, I probably should have put it as question marks because I don't really know what I want to do for stream. Fallback is Pokemon, but we'll kind of see. We will kind of see. The options that I was thinking of were we could just talk the entire time, which I'm totally okay with doing. You guys know me, big yapper, big yap. That's what they call me. No one has ever once called me that. Or we could do an anime watch together, which I'm down to do. Super down to do, actually. I feel like I haven't sat down and like watched anime in a really long time. So I'm down to do an anime watch together. I'm down to play Pokemon. What would we be watching, to be specific? So I'll be completely honest. I've really been wanting to watch the Monogatari series again. And I'm kind of down to like watch through all of it. But if anyone has like any other suggestions, down to watch what people want. But I've been personally like dying to watch Monogatari. And I don't really know another time to watch it other than this. So I don't know if there's something that people want to watch, we can throw it up, just kind of talk about it. But Monogatari is kind of like a sit down and listen sort of deal. I haven't touched anime since finishing Monogatari. You finished the Monogatari series? And we've never talked about it? That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, the most recent season, like, literally just came out. But yeah, Monogatari is literally my favorite thing. I still don't have class until next month. That's nice. A little bit of vacation time. I wish I had a little bit of vacation time. I am taking off on Wednesday. I don't think I'll stream this on Wednesday, but my favorite gacha game, Granblue Fantasy, is doing that time of the every 2 months, where I sit there and I spam the same fight over and over and over again. I don't think I'm going to stream it. Last time I streamed it, I didn't have a whole lot of fun streaming. So I'll probably just keep that to myself and do regular stream in the evening on Wednesday. But Granblue Fantasy is doing GW coming Wednesday. So that is something that is happening. Saw the tweet, frowned, pressed the like button, and went back into scrolling. What was that? When I got the sand? Big sand drop. I haven't gotten a sand in a really long time. I haven't gotten a gold bar in a really long time either. Should be about time for me to get another gold bar soon. Coming shortly. Beautiful. What else? What else? What else? What else? If you guys ever decide to move up north, I just saw that one and didn't care enough to like it. Didn't pass the bar. If you guys ever decide to move up north, invest in an electronic blanket. Those things are vital. I don't know how I survived the winter last year. Like, electronic blankets are insane. So nice. So nice. What else is particularly crazy that's been happening? Dane blanket talk back. Yeah, we have. True, I forgot that we made the blanket tier list. Electronic blankets mandatory for the -11 Fahrenheit. If you guys can see that. Yeah, here we go. -11 Fahrenheit. Cold warning. Is it a little chilly? Looking like it's a little chilly. What are the trends? Can I get rid of this? -12 feels like -40. I didn't even realize that I was doing this fight. Oh boy. Hopefully I have enough time to finish this. Sorry, I'm doing some Granblue. I didn't even realize that I was doing it. I have a minute to clear this fight. Holy shit. I'm sorry, team. Give me a quick second. Surely everyone here, you guys can watch too. It's 0 seconds left. I'm a fool. Please. Okay, 0. So engaging. I'm leaving. No. We'll go back to actual content soon. Oh, that's another thing that we could do. We could, it timed out. Unfortunate. Well, I still got the host chest and I still got the horns. No worries. We're chilling. That's another thing we could do. We could play through what makes the sky blue in Granblue, and you guys could get the story, the good story of Granblue. But, I don't know. I'm kind of up in the air. If I'm being completely honest, I really just wanted to stream again. Because streaming is just... I don't know. There's something magical about streaming. I'm a big stream fan. And I wanted to stream like the way that I wanted to. Because I've been playing 14 for so long, I feel like I'm forgetting how to stream. I don't know. Did you guys catch any of the American news today? Our new president got elected and sworn into office. It was inauguration day. Pretty big day in America. It is also, as a matter of fact, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Which is a national holiday up here in the States. Missed the inauguration, but watched the parade. I missed all of it. I was working. But I did see, yeah, all the postings about it, but I do think it's kind of crazy that my company makes me work through like everything, but I guess that's what happens when you work for a Fortune 500 company. So you win some, you win some. You win some, you'll win some. That's that, and this is this. I don't even know. What other topics are there for me to even discuss? Anyone have anything crazy they want to talk about, or should I just like hop into a game? I guess no one's talked about any anime they want to watch either. So I suppose that we could just like watch something. I don't know if I want to watch anything though. Everything's a bit up in the air. Everything's a bit up in the air. I don't know what I want to do. All I knew is that I wanted to stream, and I know for a fact that I don't want to turn the stream off. So I'm just sitting here. Not the biggest anime head, so no recommendations for me. Okay, real talk? Like, how? I want to drink rum. I'm not a huge rum fan. I do have some whiskey, but don't really want to drink alcohol right now. Like, growing up, gin maybe? Gin? Okay, I know you guys make fun of me for being old, but gin is like an old people drink. No? Like, if your preferred drink is a gin and tonic with a lime, you're old. Not if you like it, if it's your preferred drink. Would be perfect for you? Close, close. I don't know. Gin is definitely an old people drink. Gin with lime? Yep. If your go-to drink is a gin and tonic with lime, you are old. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. I've got a lot of preferred drinks though. I'm a big fan of sours. There was like, I went to this kind of schnozzy bar a while ago. This was months ago at this point. It was like 7 months ago. And they had like this Grand Marnier Amaretto sour that was, dude, it was insane. It was so good. If you don't know, Amaretto is an almond liqueur, right? Amaretto. Apricot, almonds, and peach. But yeah, sours are so good. Amaretto sour recipe. Let's just look at this. Okay. Mine definitely had egg in it though. Mine was like fizzy. Where is this? Okay. Amaretto liqueur and sweet and sour. What the this is pathetic. Yeah, mine looked way more like this. This was what it looked like. Dude, this one, amaretto, bourbon, lemon juice, simple syrup, egg white, lemon twist, and 2 brandied cherries, otherwise known as just, you could just get like Luxardos as well. This, dude, this is like, this is heaven. This is like actually heaven. This is like the best cocktail ever. But if I'm going to like a regular, I'm putting you on 160p. No. But fuck my audio and screen quality. No. But if I'm going to like a regular bar, I'll get like a whiskey highball, or I'll get a Moscow Mule. Those are like my normal drinks. My normal drinks. I don't know. I've never been a rum guy. I know a lot of people really like rum and Coke, but like, I don't know. Rum is just not for me. I genuinely can't get behind rum. The only time I ever have rum is in a cake or in eggnog. I think that's actually the only 2 times that I drink rum, like ever. And I guess in a cake, it doesn't really count as drinking. I love muffins. I love muffins. Rum is pretty good, but I get the taste disparity. Well, so like there's a difference between regular rum and spiced rum as well. And I think that 99 times out of 100, if you're drinking rum, it's spiced rum. It's like Captain Morgan's instead of like Bacardi. And even Bacardi makes spiced rum too. And I think that regular rum is way better than spiced rum. Call me crazy, but I think the regular rum is way better than spiced rum. I think the spiced rum is like actually near undrinkable. I'm really not a huge fan of it. That's my alcohol talk for the night. I don't know. I've also never been a beer fan. I've never been a beer or wine fan. First off, I can't stand sparkling wines. I think that champagne is gross. And I think that any beer that isn't extremely hoppy is like drinking bread, and I don't like that either. So that's my 2 cents on beer and wine as well. I think that wine, like red wines, are fine for the most part. Big fan of ports. Big fan of like a Pinot Noir. Hello, Mr. Locke. But that's my 2 cents on alcohol. Does my mouse keep on moving? My eyes are playing tricks on me. Pinot, really? Yeah, I think the Pinot's good. I think the Pinot's good. It's fine. It's fine for sure. If you gave me the choice between liquor and wine, I'm choosing liquor every day of the week. I do not like wine and beer as opposed to liquor. But if it's like that's the only thing that you're ever allowed to drink, and the options before me were champagne and Pinot Noir, I choose Pinot Noir 100 times out of 100. Any champagne even. Literally any of them. I think that they're all gross. But yes, I think that liquor is cleaner in general. Depends on the champagne. I'll admit, I have not had every single champagne. However, I've had quite a lot of champagne, and I have disliked literally all the ones that I've tried. But I am definitely I am definitely a mixed drink guy in general, or literally just neat alcohol, like just neat liquor. I don't know. There's something a little bit refreshing. I know it's like odd to call brown liquor refreshing, but like whiskey, soda, lemon, boom. Soda water, not like Sprite. Like whiskey, soda water, lemon. It's good. It's so good. It's so good. Same thing with a Moscow Mule. Vodka, ginger beer, lime. Keep it simple, stupid. Like it's just so good. It really is just so good. Big fan of my highballs. Which I guess a Moscow Mule really is just a mule ginger beer highball. I don't know. So when I was in Richmond, I asked for a highball and they were like, what is just a highball? And I was like, whiskey and soda water. And then they were like, oh, a highball is just any alcohol, like any alcohol with any mixer. And I was like, what? Like, is a highball not explicitly whiskey and anything fizzy? This was a fun little talk, but it's time for me to multi-watch. We'll be coming in from time to time. I'm watching Ectoplasm Disco Elysium. That's next on the list. A year down the line, I suppose, when we finally clear Savage. Or Ulti, not Savage. And I'm able to actually stream again. Highball is literally any liquor plus mixer. Okay. I don't know why my perception of a highball was that it's always whiskey soda. It's a whiskey soda. But maybe I'm crazy. I think some bars name cocktails highballs, which is confusing. I see. That's my bad then. Yeah, I'm not super up to date on my mixology. I did look into it a little bit a few months ago, like very, very briefly. I think that it's interesting to get into. But in the end, I'm more of a consumer. Tended a bar in college. That sounds like a fun job. Sounds like it can be not very fun, but sounds like it could be fun. It was not. College bars are terrible. Yeah, nobody tips well, which is like the only good part of being a bartender. I'd also assume that you're not a pretty young blonde girl, which is probably the only way that people make tips bartending in general. Unless you work somewhere really fancy. I made good money at a high-end hotel for a bit. Sounds nice. I've always really wanted, college kids don't have money to do not. True. I've always really wanted to like enter the food and drink world. I guess just restaurateur. I know it's not a life for everyone. And I'll be honest, I don't think that I could handle it, but it's something that I'm so passionate about that I would like to be a part of it in some capacity. You want to be disappointed? I know that it'll be disappointing. I know that it's not the life that I want, and I'm very happy with the life I've chosen for myself, but I'm just so passionate about food in general that like I really do think it would be cool to be a part of it, even if just for a brief moment. Like I'm not thinking of like going to culinary school or anything, but I think it would be cool. I definitely think it's something that I'd like to cross off the bucket list. I also think that people like maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like most restaurants kind of suck. No? And I feel like I could be the change I want to see in the world. But maybe that's just like me Dunning-Krugering myself. What's new in the gaming world right now? Have any new games been announced that are absolutely cracked? That everyone's super excited for? Oh, the Switch 2! The Switch 2 came out. Or I guess it got announced. I don't know what that's gonna do, but that's exciting, I suppose. One of my coworkers, actually, from like a nerd perspective of things, just so y'all know, my coworkers are all normies. Like, they're the kind of guy when, like, you walk in the morning, they're like, hey, you catch the game last night? Like, that's the type of people they are. I mentioned that I went to Costco yesterday, and my coworker was like, did you see any of the people trying to scalp the new Pokemon set from the card game? And I was like literally got whiplash. I was like, what did you just say to me? Like, what? Like, huh? Like, you know that gif of Chris Pratt in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 when Ego tells him that he put a tumor in his mom's head and it like zooms in on his face and he goes, what? You know what I'm talking about? That was me. I was like, huh? What the, like, what did you just say to me? Anyway, I did not see it. The good people of Rochester would never scalp the Pokemon set. Wink. Otherwise, though, I think that's about it for what I wanted to yap about. All right, so options, I suppose. Let's go options. Oh, whoops. Goodbye, Ether. There we go, we come back. So we've got anime, anime. We've got Pokemon. Pokemon. Yeah, that's bad. Pokemon. We've got some mysterious third option. Let's just say other games. Other games. And then some mysterious fourth option that I have no clue what to do. The fishing game? Oh, true. I could play web fishing. Is that good for me to like just get into? Could I just like boot that up and play it for a bit? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really feeling it. I'm not really feeling web fishing right now. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know what my other games would be. Let's look at Steam. I could do Limbus dailies. Probably not the best on your own. Okay. Do Cube World? Here it is. Final Fantasy 13. And there it is. And there it is. Rabbit and Steel. I don't really want to play that. Ys Origin. Last played 2014. I don't know. I'm not feeling games. This must be what Schlatt meant when he said unlimited games but no games. Because I really don't want to like play anything. I kind of just want to chill. Chill and talk. That's the secret fourth option. The secret fourth option is just chill and talk. Chill and talk. The thing is, I don't know what to talk about. Chill Yap stream? Yeah, we haven't done that in a while. Haven't done a Chill Yap stream in a while. I don't really know what I want to talk about, though. I've kind of talked about everything. Oh, I guess we can talk scheduling for a bit. So, my mother is going to be here the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th. So, probably no stream 2 Fridays from now. 3 Fridays from now, sorry. After this, my buddy Nathan is coming Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And leaving Monday in the afternoon. So, no stream Friday. Possibly stream that Monday. I think that's about it, though. I think that's about it. Otherwise, sounds like a great month coming up. Yeah, I like when my mom visits. I like when people visit me because it means that I don't have to travel, which is very nice. I'm kind of tired of getting on airplanes. Yeah, let's go to sorry, I'm gonna flashbang you guys for a second. Just so I can draw. I don't really like airplanes. I mean, I like airplanes, but how do you even draw an airplane? It's like this. And they've got like this thing. They go like... There we go. A little airplane gaming. A little bit of airplane gaming. We got the little windows and shit. Chill and talk. I'm really not a huge fan of airplanes. And then we draw through big red X through it. Urgh. I hate airplanes. I mean, so like, I don't really have an issue with flying in general. Like, I don't mind it. I'm not scared of it or anything like that. But the amount of time that I like spend sitting on the airplane and like sitting in the airport and all of that, it's so much of a hassle. You gotta drive to the airport, you gotta pay for parking, and you gotta remember where your spot is, remember which exit you came out of from the airport, go through security, take all the shit out of your bag, deal with the line to check your bag. It's so much, dude. I hate it. I hate airplanes. If it was more convenient, I would like it. But like, shit, man, it sucks. It sucks so much. So when other people come to me, big fan. But when I go to them, I'm just like, can we do a little bit of compromise? Like at least split it. I feel like I was doing so much traveling last year. I don't know. Way too much for me. Way too much for me. Glad that people are coming to me finally. I think the next time that I go somewhere may be for Easter. But honestly, it might be 4th of July, which is so far away. I'm going to need to take a break somewhere in there. I think that this year, with my vacation time, I'm going to spend more vacation time on me rather than spending vacation time on traveling to like family and stuff. Because I just felt like there was so much burnout that was going on. I kind of want to take days to like myself. Have some me time. Me time. Pretty much this entire talk has come down to just me needing me time. From the start of the stream until now. Work gets overwhelming. Raid gets overwhelming. Responsibilities get overwhelming. Responsibilities. Travel. Family. It's all just so much, dude. Too much. It's all just so much. And I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of everything. I just want to chill. You know, I just want to chill. I keep on hitting back. Here, I can just spam this. I just want to chill. And all of this is me saying that sometimes I just want to chillax and hang out. Rather than dealing with all the stuff that I have to deal with. I hope you can get some more time to yourself sooner rather than later. Well, so on the upcoming agenda, I've got to finish Charity Group Raid. So I've got to take care of M4 with Charity. Then I've got Tur Raid. And for that, I've got to do Fru. This one up here, this one's getting taken care of in 1 to 2 weeks. 1 to 2 weeks. So soon. This one, on the other hand, the end is nowhere in sight. And this one is the one that's taking up the majority of my time. This one's just Friday and Saturday. This one's Tuesday through Friday. And it's taking up a lot of my time. And I'll be completely honest with you, I didn't think it was going to take this much time. I thought that we were going to be done like by the end of the month. And now it's looking like we might not be done by the end of next month. And that's kind of scary to me. That's a little bit scary to me. And it's not that I don't enjoy the fights and I don't enjoy playing 14. It's exactly what I said previously. It's taking up a lot of time. And it's getting to the point where I'm logging in and it's like, this is a waste of time. I feel like we're just kind of bashing our head against this. And you clear eventually if you bash your head against it, but it's taken a lot of time and it's feeling a little wasteful and disrespectful of everyone's time. Why is my ads manager blank? Am I running ads and I just don't know it? Is my internet down? What's happening? Can you guys hear me? Is Twitch dying? Still streaming? Okay. I think that Twitch is dying. Don't hit refresh. I don't know what's wrong, but coming through clear. Okay, literally just don't hit refresh on your page. Don't leave and come back. Don't try and go to another stream either. It might be my side, but I'm pretty sure that Twitch is like having a meltdown. So I'll hope that that doesn't affect stream in any capacity. Interesting. Okay. Maybe I'll take a screenshot of this and see if anybody else is having issues on Twitch. Anybody else having issues on Twitch right now? Anybody else having issues on Twitch right now? What am I looking at? What is this? Fire solo? Fire Cavalier solo? With Blazing Mistral? Wow. Cool. Full auto clear. Oh. Downtime detector is not recording anything right now, but it seems to be the beginning of a spike. Okay. Okay. Wow. This is actually massive. Full auto clear. Sanai? Holy shit. How are you doing? Wow. Haven't talked to you in a long time. I'm doing well. I'm glad to hear it. I'm so glad to hear it. That's great. For those of you in chat, this was who don't know, Sanai is a old friend of mine from back when I was in college that I haven't spoken to in quite some time, that created the foundations of me being in fighting games and Smash. So yeah, it's wow. It has been a long time. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. I'm glad to hear from you in general. It's been a really long time. And I'll keep it a buck with you. I'm probably not going to be playing Pokemon this stream. Kind of just felt like I should chill and talk. It sure has, my mans. Yeah, it's been some time. Bruh, that's fair, yeah. I played Pokemon last week. I don't know. I've been in a weird thing. I'm not feeling like playing any games right now. I am at the end of Pokemon Diamond though. All I have to do now is do 8th Gym and Elite Four, and then I'm done. Right? There's no post game to Diamond that's exclusive to Diamond, right? It's all in Platinum as well. You got back into fighting games? Hell no. I haven't touched a fighting game. Last time I touched a fighting game was Granblue Fantasy Rising. Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. And I played it for, I don't know, 20, 30 hours. Also, why Diamond and not Platinum? So I am currently in the midst of a very large project where I'm playing through every single Pokemon game. And I am currently on Diamond. I played Blue, Yellow, Silver, Crystal, Ruby, Emerald, Fire Red, and now Diamond. And then I'm going to play Platinum, and then I'm going to play Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I'm going through literally all of them, including remakes, so, and the tertiary games as well. So I'm going through Diamond, and then right after that, I'm going into Platinum. And I'm doing ways to like make it interesting as well. But yeah, it's good. It's good. It's been fun. I think that if me doing this stint has done anything for me, it's that I hate Gen 2. And I've always felt that way. But like, I really hate Gen 2. So, Gen 2 sucks. It does. It's really bad. It's really, really, really bad. Honestly, I wish that I wanted to play fighting games again. Like, fighting games have been so soiled for me as a medium that I just like don't even, I don't know. Gen 2 is also why they just don't try new things with Pokemon. Yeah. I know one of my friend's favorite gens is too, but that's partially because it was his first game. Also recently got into Guilty Gear Strive. I'm happy for you. I personally am not a big fan of Guilty Gear Strive. I'd go as far as to say it's just straight up a bad game. But I think to the people that really enjoy Strive, I am glad that they are enjoying something. I think the Granblue Fantasy versus Rising is the best fighting game to come out in a very long time. Yes, Ramlethal, rest in peace. Ramlethal, rest in peace indeed. But even then, it's not the type of game that I really enjoy. It's a Street Fighter-esque game. It's not an Air Dasher. And I'll admit, I think that Strive, No Sparking Zero, is that a fighting game? I only got into it because I promised someone, I think Rodbod, that I played Dizzy if Dizzy was in. Interesting. Interesting. It's a shittier Budokai. Yeah, I don't think that I count arena fighters as fighters. Call me snooty, call me snobby, but I don't think that arena fighters count as fighters. Also, I think that, what's the second word in arena fighter? Right, but if you were to go over to someone's house and be like, hey, let's play some fighting games, and they boot up fucking Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm, what's Smash then? A platform fighter. Same thing. If someone said you want to play fighting games and booted up Smash, I'd be like, you meant Smash, right? Same thing, right? Right? That's fair. That's fair, right? You got me there? Okay. As long as we're on the same page. As long as we're on the same page. But yeah, I think that the level of innovation that exists within fighting games, you still play 14? Yeah. I've been playing a lot more recently than I have in the past. I play very casually. But yeah, there was like a solid year that I wasn't really playing the game. Year and change. Maybe a year and a half, 2 years. I don't know. It was pretty much the entire, if I'm being honest, it was pretty much the entirety of Endwalker. So about 2 years, yeah. Year and a half, year and 3/4. Because I did play at the beginning of it. Damn, Endwalker was so bad. But yeah, I play on occasion now, when I'm not playing for Raid explicitly. We actually just got done talking about how I feel like 14 is taking up too much of my life. Realistically, the majority of the things that I do now is I wake up and I go to work and I come home. What's your thoughts on the Nintendo Switch 2? It looks like a second Nintendo Switch. I don't think that there was much that needed to get improved on, so I'm happy they didn't change too much regarding like console wise. Like it's a more powerful Switch. I think they could have called it the Switch Pro and it would have been exactly the same thing, right? I crapped my pants when the trailer dropped. You might want to see like some professional help. I thought to myself, man, it's a Switch. They'll never do anything without a number again. The Wii U damaged them? That's fair. That's totally fair. The thing is, the Switch is backwards compatible. And I know the Wii U is also backwards compatible. They could have called it a Super Switch. I would have been down to call it a Super Switch. Although I do think that Nintendo is more than Mario now, which I think was a big reason as to why they called it the Super Nintendo. I don't know. I think that I'm happy that culturally at the time Super was considered upgrade in Japan. I see. Hello, Mr. Miros. How are you doing? Miros, I had so much fun doing Blue Mage content with you earlier. I hope that we can do it again in the future. Yeah, my thoughts on the Switch 2 is that I'm happy that they made a more powerful Switch. Do I think that it is going to save Pokemon Company from making the least optimized game known to man? No. But, yeah. Crazy how I just got a VCU ad play just now? Hold on a sec. Yeah, I can't see my ads manager right now either. Because Twitch is fucking dying. I literally can't see my stream manager at all. But yeah. It was delightful. I have the list of dungeons that Impy needs, so whenever you Impy Eon and I are all free, it would be delightful to run some for log. Yeah, of course. I'm down. I'm down to clown. I'm a big fan. I do still need to do the Wallachie storyline, get the last spells and the overworld stuff, but I'm so down. I'm so down. I realized it when we were doing it. that Blue Mage is actually the best content in the entire game, because Blue Mage content means you get to replay the Shadowbringers fights, and you don't have to play through Endwalker or Dawntrail. So that immediately makes it the best content in the game. I have a message. Nothing there. Dawntrail is probably the worst experience I've had in any MMO. I think that Endwalker is the worst experience I've ever had in any MMO. I've had what's it called? What's it playing in the background for? I was talking about how I hate traveling. So I drew an airplane with a big X through it. How is Endwalker the worst for me? I think that as soon as you're done battling Endsinger, so first off, dungeon design awful, zone design middling outside of Old Charlayan. Old Charlayan was very good. And Ultima Thule was dog shit if you remove the music, in my opinion, or the top area right before you fight Endsinger, right? With the flowers and the like ghosty boys in the bar at the end of the world. Like everything, the zone design was awful. I hated them. Really, you don't like Christian Rock? Come on, man. I thought it was corny. It was corny. That was why it was good. 14 and at its core is corny. But you're a goof. I am a goof. That's who I am. But yeah, I thought that overall zone design was awful. Overall dungeon design was awful. Fight design was the worst it's literally ever been. Job identity and balance were really, really bad. Relic was awful. And very little side content, I guess. I think Dawntrail fights are much worse, personally. Dawntrail is worse by far, except so far the Relic. I don't know, I enjoy the side content in Dawntrail. I've enjoyed crafting and gathering with the new... I enjoy the zones. I enjoy the music. Outside of the actual Dawntrail theme, which is awful. I've never cared for the story in 14. I think that the 14 story in general is really fucking bad. My personal opinion, I know that I can get like nailed to the cross for saying that. But like in general, I think the 14 story is fucking awful. But I think that the fights are fun, even if they're really easy. I think that if you ignore Pictomancer, then balance is pretty good, actually. But yes, I agree. I think the Pictomancer is an issue. I think that is an issue of job design, less so than their ability to balance it. I think that the job identity, you're 100% right. I think that job identity, outside of a couple of classes, is pretty gone. I think that Black Mage has a pretty good identity right now, even though it's kind of whack right now. I'm a big fan of Black Mage. I think that Reaper is actually pretty cool right now. And I think that's actually about it. Yep, I think this is it. I think it's literally just these two classes. I actually can't think of any other ones. But the big issues, yeah, I was gonna say the big issues are tanks and healers, and P range. Tanks and healers and P range are awful. I think that they've consistently got worse. I think they have gone downhill and downhill and downhill. Like they're like every time they make any change to any of them. Like Bard keeps on getting less cohesive, less fleshed out. Machinist is still not fleshed out at all. Dancer gets more busy and less brain power at the same time. All the tanks and healers are the same fucking job. Like, I don't know. I don't know. They've gotten very bad with all of the supports and all of the P range. But I do think that Black Mage and Reaper are very unique. I think that every other class is some combination of, I think that all of the other casters or ranged are some version of Summoner. And I think that all of the other melees are some version of Ninja. And I think that that's pretty fair to say, right? I think that's pretty fair to say. Every caster is a version of Summoner, every melee is a version of Ninja, excluding Black Mage and Reaper. And then all the P range are awful to play, and all of the support are awful to play. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on the job design right now. And I'm not gonna say that I trust them to make it better, because they've only shown that they just keep on making it bad. So, that's my opinion on the job design. The issue always is, yeah, exactly. It's always going to continue the way it is. The issue is, like, whenever I play 14, at least, that there are 2 options. Okay, right? I play healer. Other people play healer. And this leads to, I don't want to play healer. I don't want to play healer. Other people playing healer, I wish I was on healer. Because when other people play healer, I'm like, dude, I could have fucking done that. Why are you guys struggling with healer? When I play healer, I'm like, this is so fucking boring. Literally any person could play this. And both times, I'm always, it's literally just always the other one. Whenever I play healer, I'm like, this shit is so fucking boring and so fucking easy. Whenever I'm not on healer, it's like, god damn, the healers I'm playing with are so fucking bad. So, you win some, you lose some. Right? You win some, you lose some. Quite possibly the best version of you win some, you lose some I've done in a while. And then yeah, I quit fighting games a while ago. I'm really not a huge fan of fighting games right now in general. What I was kind of getting at before was, I think that fighting games have stopped innovating. I think that every game is either, what about Marvel Rivals? I don't play shooters. Any of them. I'm not a shooter guy. Shooter games just don't do it for me. But in terms of fighting games, every game is either Street Fighter or Guilty Gear. Unless it's Halo, you're right. And honestly, it's not even really Guilty Gear. It's fake Guilty Gear. It's some new version of Guilty Gear that isn't the Guilty... Sorry. There we go. Every game is either Street Fighter or it's Guilty Gear Strive. Like, this is, what's it called? This is, Granblue. This is Granblue Versus. Granblue Versus. This is Fighters. Did DBFZ. DBFZ. This is, yeah, this is Under Night. Unist. This is DNF Duel. And then this is GB Versus. People are gonna tear me to shreds for this, but this is Tekken. This is King of Fighters. And I think that people have stopped, like, kind of getting to, like, what the core of fighting games are, which is about, like, interacting with an opponent where you two, like, have agency over each other, and have just kind of tried to, like, fit models of fighting games. And I'm not really a huge fan of that. Like, there was a time when it was, like, Street Fighter is a game. Tekken is a game. King of Fighters is a game. And Tekken turned into Soul Calibur, right? And then King of Fighters was a game. And then Guilty Gear was a game. And Guilty Gear turned into BlazBlue. And BlazBlue turned into a bunch of other things. And then there was, let's go down here. There's Marvel, right? And that turned into Skullgirls. And then as well, there was Mortal Kombat. And that turned into, Injustice. As well as, what's that other game called that's actually good? What's the other game called that's actually good that's like Mortal Kombat? It's killing me. What's the name of it? I'll find it. Killer Instinct. And then Killer Instinct. Right? And so, like, we used to have, like, this wide breadth of fighting games where everything was very unique and niche, and each had, like, their own sauce to it. And then they, like, even Soul Calibur ended up getting fleshed out from Tekken, and BlazBlue ended up getting fleshed out from Guilty Gear. And now it's like, there are two archetypes of games, and both of them are actually exactly the same. So, the illusion of choice. They converge anyway. I don't know. It's frustrating to say the least. Frustrating to say the least. And the biggest reason why I stopped playing fighting games. I do think that there are good fighting games out there. I think that there are old fighting games that I really, really enjoy as well. But I'm just not going to devote my time to that, realistically. It's sad to see what the fighting game community and the Smash community has become. Because, man, it used to be so cool. It used to be so much fun. And then it stopped being fun. So, live and learn, I suppose. Live and learn, I suppose. What else? Talk about 14, talk about fighting games. I did both a 14 rant and a fighting game rant at the same time. One stream. 2-for-1 special. Two-for-one special. Yep. Now rant about Smash and Smash clones. What is there to rant about? We got Smash, which is turned into Going Dane mode, which is melee and current. Right? These are the two. Melee has devolved into a viewer sport. No one wants to... Melee isn't getting new players because it's old and the skill set is so devoted. So the only people that are interested in Melee are watching it, and the top 50 players, right? And then you've got Current, which sucks and has a bad rule set. Bad rules. Right? And then so both of these come down and become rivals of Ether, which is always going to be known as knockoff Smash. This game is always going to be below these two, no matter how much love gets put into it. No matter how much love gets put into it, you're never going to play this game over these games. You just won't. You just won't. If you're a top 10 player in either of these games, you're immediately a top 1 player in this game because of the audience that plays this game. This is literally just knockoff Smash. And that's it. That's all there is to talk about with Smash. Now, I think it's great that people have like these local scenes and communities, and I'm certain that once Smash 6 comes out, it's gonna stonk prices go up, right? Freaking trend chart, right? Like that stonks. But like Smolstimit is killed by DLC and has been across pretty much every DLC, right? Every DLC, while not meta defining, was near inherently bad to the game. Remember when Joker came out and people were like, oh my god, Joker is like the worst thing that's ever happened? And then Pyra and Mythra, and then Steve, and Sora, and everyone. And like, Sora isn't even top tier, but like, damn, that character is not fun to play against, and he's not fun to watch. Who do you think they'll add to the new Smash if it does happen? Dude, I have no clue. Genuinely, I have no clue. I feel like they've added everyone. I feel like they said Smolstimit, everyone is here, and then everyone was here. And that was that. Yeah, and I'm glad that Alicine loves Sora. I was very happy with Pyra and Mythra. I love Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I think that Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is amazing, and I think that they're a great addition to the game. But like, I do think that it felt very similar to when Cloud came out in Smash 4. Where it's like, wow, this character's just really overtuned. And unhealthy for the game. It's negative 12 degrees outside. I should play Rayman. I think that Rayman would be a good stream game. The song is very Pokemon-esque. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm kind of out of conversation topics, and we're approaching the hour. So I do think I'm gonna call it here. I'm really happy that I got an actual stream in. Tomorrow, if I'm alive, I will stream before. I will stream before I have to raid. I'll play a little bit of Pokemon, and or I'll do a little bit of just chatting before I have to play 14. If not, I'll just stream 14. And if I don't stream 14, then I'll see you guys next time. But I'm very happy that I got to talk. And I'm happy that you guys came and watched me. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great night. Thanks for the stream and have a good night. Thank you so much, Miss Red. Sanai, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm glad that we got to chat. I hope that you will come by in the future so we can chat some more. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Have a good night.